these are the development plan and, of course, the potential leasing of Imperial for Wye Campus. Now, it's a bit like trying to summarise the storyline in Coronation Street, isn't it, over about 50 years. But essentially, you'll remember that about a year or so ago, there was a great kerfuffle between Ashford Borough Council and the planning inspector. And the representations from the village were such that the inspector had a very good look at what was being sorted out by Ashford Borough Council. And they decided that certain aspects of the plan needed to be reviewed. Just as people get seated, there's a seat over here if you want to grab one. Two here, yeah. Have a shuffle across there. That's it. Right, so we had very briefly, we had the issues over of the plan last summer. And one of the things that emerged, of course, was the actual marketing of the Wye Campus. And it was felt that there should be another 6-month period of active marketing of the Wye Campus as an entity. And to make sure that this happened, the inspector and Ashford Borough Council decided it was best to get all the parties together around the table. The parish council were asked to put together a small group of 3 people, one borough councillor, Don, of course, and 2 others. John Mansfield, of course, who I think you all know, worked at the college for a very long time and has a good understanding of higher education. And I was asked as well, I think partly because of my experience with planning and the input last summer. So the 3 of us were asked to go along to regular meetings, which started at the end of last year. They were composed essentially of members from Ashford Borough Council, Richard Aldington, Simon Cole and a colleague, Savills, Imperial and the village. And the intention was to try and see what could be done about effective and active marketing of the Wye Campus, which of course Imperial are looking for somebody to lease. One of the things we need to make very clear is that at this stage they're not looking to sell. They're looking to lease the whole campus. And what we want to do this evening is really to take you through what has happened so far. Now, what has happened so far has been made very public. The notes from the meetings have been online in the parish website. And we have the overheads here, which are precisely what has happened in the meetings since the end of last year. Now, one of the things about these meetings is that it involves a degree of confidentiality. For the sake of Savills professionally, Imperial because of their obviously ownership of the site, and Ashford Borough Council being very keen to see that a second phase of marketing took place that was more active perhaps than the previous phase. So the aim of this round table and the 6 months of marketing is to try and find somebody to lease the Wye Campus. So your homework for tonight is to go away and find somebody to lease that lot. Okay? And we will explain a little bit more about that as we move through. There's a limit to what we can say about what has happened to the meetings, at the meetings. What has occurred at the meetings and what has been decided has been made public. But a number of the parties at the meetings were very, very keen that the notes of these meetings that have taken place were very, very precise, so that there's no misinformation flying around. So what you'll see tonight, for the rest of the evening, are a series of slides that we've produced, which give you the situation as of now. And Don and John are pitch in, no doubt, occasionally as we go through. But Don in particular is going to take you through the situation as it stands. Now, we're very, very happy to take questions, and we'll answer whatever we possibly can.
At any time?
At any time, yeah. Don't leave it to the end. If there's something that is aggravating you with a leg or an arm in the air or some other limb or appendage.